Hey, what's going on? I'm getting a lot of questions of, will crypto go back down? Did we bottom? Is it going to keep going up? Stuff like that. I'm going to dive into a lot of data right here. You're going to want to see this because I found some pretty compelling stuff that leads me to believe, to have a pretty strong opinion on this. So you're going to want to hear all this. Hit that like button, hit the follow. Let's dive in. So right here, what we have is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. Lifetime chart. This is the most important chart in all of crypto. Let me show this to you real quick and then we'll dive deep into this, and I'll be able to show you with some strong evidence of, did we bottom? Will we go lower? Will we rise? Or is it going to keep going up? Stuff like that. So keep watching. So as we go back here, you can see this chart starts July 10th, 2001. Bitcoin was at a salty 6 cents. Isn't that great? And then now look what happens. Shoots up, and right here it tops at about $30 on June 1st, 2011. It goes down to $2 Jan 1st, 2012. Shoots up here to $1,230 on January 1st, 2014. Goes down here to about $166 around May 2015. Goes back up $20,000 around December 2017. Goes down to a bottom of about in the 3,000s in around March 2019. Goes up to 69,000 in November 2021, and now here's where we are today. Stay with me again. This is the most important chart to know in all of crypto, and you need to know this to be able to really ask any real questions and get answers that really matter. Now look what happens here. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This is the lifetime chart. Each one of these candles is a monthly candle, meaning this is the price action in 1 month. Now these blue lines here, what are these? Do you notice what happens after these blue lines? Price shoots up, price shoots up, price shoots up. You see this blue line in the future here? Interesting. We'll get to that. So these blue lines, they are the dates of the most important event in all of crypto. What is that event? It is the Bitcoin halving. What is the halving? It is the day that the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined gets cut in half. This happens once about every 4 years. So all the people around the world, mining, not that they're doing this. The amount of Bitcoin that everybody mining in the entire world can collectively get gets cut in half. Right here, we're mining 900 Bitcoin a day. Here was 1,800, 3,600. After this date right here, which is about April 2024, we'll only be able to mine 450 a day. Why does that matter? Because supply shock. Demand is heavy, and demand stays the same. Actually, it's going up, but let's just say it stays the same, and supply all of a sudden goes boom. But wait, does Bitcoin disappear? No, Bitcoin doesn't disappear, but the amount of new Bitcoin coming into existence every day gets cut in half. New Bitcoin that comes into existence every day is a major factor in the amount of Bitcoin available to buy into the supply, because most Bitcoin will never be for sale, basically. So big deal, supply shock. All right. Now, also want to refer you to, here's the top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. We are in this phase here. You notice this space between the blue lines, space between the blue lines, space between the blue. We're in that space. So we know that we're going to bottom somewhere around here. Now the question is, where's the bottom? Hit the like if you're digging this so far. Go ahead and hit a follow. Also, subscribe. Help me get a little higher on this channel. Plus, I just bring great content. Check the link in the description too. I have links in there for TikTok and stuff like that. So right now, let's look at the next chart. This is my trusted lever atlas. I made this myself. This is a momentum indicator. Sorry, I'm just trying to bring this down here. As you can see, we had that shift happen, we had this shift happen, but this is the monthly. Now, as you can see, look at the bottom here. There's the bottom. Look what lever atlas did. It printed these little green dots right here because those indicate a bottom. Look at this bottom right here. What did lever atlas do? Printed a green bottom. Now, lever atlas has not printed a green bottom yet. Okay, so that's one factor to look at. Now, let me go down here and show you the RSI. This is something very, very important to look at. I want you to notice, look at the history, right? High, low, right? See RSI high up here, and then it goes down, down, down. I want to really bring your attention to this kind of grayed out dotted line right here. You see it in the middle. You see when Bitcoin goes under that line, look at the zone it's in. That's the bottom area. Bitcoin's up, 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 up. Hits up here around 98.4. I tried to point at it, but you can't see me point. Maybe if I go right here, straight up above me, you see 98.4. Follow the dotted line over. So that's the top, and then we bottom out right here. Look at that. Gets below that gray dotted line. Here we go. There's the bottom. You can see it right up here. We got way up here again. Bitcoin got up, but this is a very interesting one, this last bull run, because we clearly had what is a bearish divergence. Here's all this momentum in RSI up here at 64,000. Then we have way less momentum in RSI here, but yet we got a little higher. That's a clear sign that things are about to go down. And they did, and they have. But now I want you to look down here. Look at where we're at with the RSI. It's well below that gray dotted line. Look how low it is. Follow that dotted line over. Look. Here's there. Here's there. It's the lowest it's ever been in its history right here. Now it hasn't started curving up. So here's my conclusion. I do think we have bottomed. I think there is about an 80-85% chance we have bottomed. Now that doesn't mean we're going to go straight up. That doesn't mean that price isn't going to come back down to where it's been. What that means is I think there's a very low probability that we go lower. I think we would need a black swan event, something very unexpected to happen. Could that happen? Of course. But I have to go with the probabilities, and to me it's about 80-85% that we have bottomed. I still believe we are in a very good buying zone. Okay, now that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at, how about Ethereum, because we have the merge coming up. You're thinking, well, Ethereum, maybe Ethereum's different. Maybe it is. So let's take a look. Sorry, wrong chart. Gonna have to change that. This whole thing I'm using here is TradingView, by the way. There should be a link in the description. Click that and you can find your way over to it. Let's look at the lifetime chart of Ethereum, which is not as long as the same thing here. We have this topping out effect, and then we have this bottoming right here. See? Bottom. And the RSI stays pretty low. We do end up coming back down and tapping almost that bottom again because we stay pretty low here, and then we run up and we hit a top. Look. Same thing. You see this bearish divergence where price is going up and momentum is going down. RSI is going down. Lever Atlas momentum is also going down. But here we are again, below this gray dotted line, hitting RSI at about that same level as the bottoming of last time. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And from here, let's see how far down we went. We went down. Sorry, I should have a... there we go. We went down about 94% last time. Wow, from 2017 to 2018. Now here's the top of this. So far we've gone down about 80%. Went down about 80%. So that's pretty deep. Does it need to go down 95% to bottom? I don't think so. I think 80% down is pretty good. Here's the big takeaway. Here's the thing I've been telling everyone, because people keep coming to me going, I think it's going to go lower. Should I wait for it to go lower? And I'm like, well, here's what I want to ask you. What do you think the price is going to be during the next bull cycle? Do you think there will be another bull cycle? I do. That's the way it goes because it revolves around the Bitcoin halving, plus we have the Ethereum merge coming up. So I do. And most people I ask also do. I go, well, what do you think the price is going to be? They'll go, at least 10K, maybe 20K. And I'm like, well, Ethereum's at 1,700 today. Does that seem like a pretty good deal if you think it's going to be 10K in the next 2.5 years? Well, yeah, but I want to get it lower. And I'm like, but what if it doesn't go lower? That's the risk you run, right? Because if you want to buy something, the point is to buy things, not financial advice, just my opinion, is to buy things when they are very undervalued, not to try to hit the exact bottom. If you buy at 1,700, in my opinion, it's a fantastic deal. Because when Ethereum was at $4,800 back here, if I looked at you and I said, you know what, I think Ethereum's going to go down to $1,700, you would probably look at me and go, no way, not a chance, no way. I go, well, what if it does? You go, I would sell my house to buy it. That's what you would say to me. I swear to God, that's what you would say to me. Would have said to me. Right to my face. I'd have been like, ugh, Yeah, we'll see when we get there, because it's not rational. People are not rational. Because what happens, we're at 1700, but it's coming off of 880 as a bottom, and so now it looks expensive to people. Like, oh no, I wanted it cheaper. I wanted it cheaper, and they're just going to miss out. The point is, it's really undervalued. Really, really undervalued compared to where it's going to be in not very long. 2-3 years, right? During the next bull cycle after the Bitcoin halving, which is in April 2024. Plus we have the Ethereum merge coming up, which is a triple halving type of thing. So that's why I made this video today. I wanted to show you this. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button. Help me get to 10K. I'd really like to get to 10K subscribers. I'd really appreciate that. And I'm going to keep bringing you great content like this. Check out the link in the description. Good stuff in there. Take care. You're awesome.